Hi guys, it is Alyss again, and it's time for another unboxing video. Welcome to Unboxing Alyss. I'm of course your host, Alyss Frost, a purple fox that unboxes things. Today we have something I'm not super familiar with. This is going to be a tech review, and I am not a tech person, so feel free to yell at me in the comments for whatever I say may be wrong, or misconstrued, or just general stupidity. Feel free. But today I have the Akaso ultra lightweight 4K vlog camera. This is actually from Indiegogo. So I think my third and probably last campaign I backed from Indiegogo. I've only backed 3. But this is the latest one I backed. It was back October 30th, I think. And it arrived in like late January. Just an FYI, they said it would ship by like December 7th in time for Christmas. So already not great. But this is going to be a pretty long video, not like an hour, but I have quite a bit to say about this. There was a very long process that involved this camera. Of course, I will open it up. I will show you what this entails. It also came with buttloads of accessories that I will also kind of show you. I'm going to keep them in the plastic because I'm just going to tell you right now, this thing's getting sent back. On to the video. I am going to go ahead and unbox. I'm not going to lie to you. This has already been unboxed because I tried it. It was working crappy and crappier, and then it died. So it has technically been unboxed already, but you guys haven't seen it. But I'm going to re-unbox it for you guys. I will show you the box that it comes in, and on the side, you can't read this. I'll read it to you. It is an EIS stabilization 2.0, 4K 30 frames per second, 20 megapixel photos, IP56 water resistant, 124 field of view. I think that's what FOV stands for. If I'm wrong, yell at me. 5.0 gigahertz Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi. God, I turned into Wreck-It Ralph too. Slow motion and time lapse, and it's got like random people on it everywhere else. So I will unbox this, and This is going to require some pictures off to the side, like I usually do, and I'm going to try and put some of the video I took with this thing before it died completely. So, opening it up, slowly, there we go. It looks like this when you open it up, and there's the camera right there. So I haven't unboxed a tech thing like this, so this is new to me. But this is how it looks when you open it up. This is the actual camera itself. I will say, the size of this camera is awesome. It's a very tiny camera. I'm just blown away how tiny it is. I will do a close-up of the camera in the video later on. But this is a very, very small camera. It's very simple. It's got actually 2 buttons here. It looks like one long button, but it's actually 2. I believe the top one is what you use to turn it on, and then it usually flashes blue. And then to connect to Wi-Fi, you press the top part. The bottom part you use to press it on. The top part, once you tap that, it'll turn orange, and that's when it usually tries to find the Wi-Fi, and that's how you connect it to your phone. So the only other thing on this here is the actual lens that uses to take a picture in the video. In the bottom here, there is a little guard, which for some reason I can't open all of a sudden. There we go. You open that up, and you have space for the charger, for the micro SD card, and like one of those reset things where you like shove something really tiny and pointy in that little hole that just resets everything. Yeah, it's got that in there. That doesn't work, by the way. I tried it multiple times, but this is the camera itself. With the camera, it comes with all of this. So I will pull these out one by one. I'll try to. This might not come out. Okay, well, I'll take this out. This is the charger, the charging cable. This is, I think, a lanyard. You can like attach it to there, so you can just kind of hang it around your neck and walk around with it. It has a thing and stuff. This is a what do you call it? Like a little case, a case that holds the camera, so I can make this thing. Okay, can I put it in there with that? Kinda. No, not really. So, all right, there we go. This part is magnetic, so there's that. But you can put the camera in there, and then here's obviously a spot to put like this lanyard. You can kind of carry it around, dangle it with you, and that shouldn't be coming out. And this last part is, as I said, magnetic. So with this and with these, like this is the clip, I think. Okay, clip. Yeah. See that it clips. Ah! And this actually goes behind your shirt. and you are supposed to be able to take your shirt, or I'm sorry, take the camera and hook it up to your shirt, and it shouldn't move. So I'm gonna dance around for you, and it's not moving, but I'm not doing a lot of dancing. So the final thing, well, there's the instructions, and then the final thing is like, oh, it might actually come out. There we go. So this like thing for your dash, like for a dash cam, you put this on your what do you call it, dashboard in your car or your vehicle. And I have to take this out because it won't fit in there. But you just slip this in here, maybe, if I can do it right. And then you can twist it and set it there. I'm not going to do that because it'll stick to my table and I do not want that. But this way you can kind of make it function as a dash cam. That is basically what I did to test it. So that is what you're going to see, unfortunately. And a lot of my testing was at night. I am very sorry about that. When I tried testing it during the day, it didn't work. It kept freezing. So I don't think I have anything for the day. I'm very sorry. I will say just right off the bat, this, again, the size is really nice. This dash cam is really nice and small, and it sticks pretty well. I had to use the power of Thor to get it off my car. So there's that. This case that it comes with seems pretty sturdy. It's very, silicone's not the word, just like a soft plastic. It's pretty soft. It does feel like it would, protect the camera pretty well in case you drop it or something like that. So, and it doesn't, and I dropped it. Trust me, it was broken long before I dropped it, so I didn't do anything else to it. But, it stays in there pretty well. It's not going to come out. And, the rest of these are just, the lanyard I didn't try. And this is a charging cable, so, I mean, it works. It doesn't work. That's pretty much it. With this, I will, now that I've introduced you to the camera, and as I said, I've read what it was supposed to do. It's supposed to, record in 4K. It's supposed to do an hour-long videos. It's supposed to run for an hour. Does it? I don't know. It didn't last that long. It didn't work that long, so I can't vouch for that. But it's supposed to run for an hour. I think this is supposed to be a main competitor to like a 360 Go. I think that's what it is. I can't remember who made the competition, but it's supposed to be a similar size, though I think that one records in like minutes or something like that, which I find really weird. Why would you want a camera to record in every 2 minutes? It starts another, whatever. Okay, don't understand, but okay. So now I will put this off to the side. I'm pretty sure you guys can see some of this still. Okay. This did come with, like I said, a buttload of accessories. Okay. And I will pull those out-ish. Again, this is going to be sent back. I'm just trying to make this video just to let you guys know about this camera before I do send it back. That's why I'm not going to open all of the accessories. So, but I will show them to you. It did come with the there's a smell. It did come with the selfie stick. So I'll just hold that up and you'll get pictures of these later on. But I will say right now, it doesn't really fit this camera. It was really odd. I don't know if it fits my phone either, to be perfectly honest. I couldn't figure out how to get it open. It was like stuck, and even the power of Thor could not get this stupid thing open. I'll put that down there, and I will briefly dump these out, just so you have an idea of everything they sent. I'm sure you could, oh, that's on the floor. I'm not taking another, well, I will. Give me a second. I'm back. So this was actually similar to this. That's what it was. Some of these are zipped and I don't have to rip them, so I'll go ahead and take them out. But like they are attached using this. They did send me an email on how to attach these because one of my complaints was all of these accessories in front of me do not fit this camera. And they claim that yes, it actually does. You need a specific specific attachment that's in here somewhere. It doesn't matter. The thing died, so I can't use it anyway. But it did bring all of it. Like some of this is for, I think this is a chest harness. I'll go ahead and open this up. Yeah, that's a chest harness. So, sorry, you can't see me, but yeah, chest harness. There is another one that's like a head harness. I apologize for making that face, what little face you can see. There is a very strong plasticky smell coming from all of these. It's like, I'm sure you all have ordered things from Amazon at one point in time, and every once in a while, especially if it's like techie or something like that, it will have like that plasticky smell, which is, you're kind of like, ooh, but usually it goes all away after like 3 minutes, so it's not a big deal. This is just exceptionally strong, and it has not gone away, unfortunately. So I'm not going to keep these out too much longer, just because it's almost like a toxic type of scent. But you know, there it again, the dash cam. This one does have a tripod that goes with it. Again, I'm not opening this. Well, okay, it's opened itself, so whatever. But there, tripod, and that same tool in here somewhere is used to put that on here. Just incidentally, I think you might have a tripod on the selfie stick as well. I'm not sure. So you might have two. And I mean, I have a selfie stick / tripod. That's literally what my phone is in now. That's how I'm recording this video. But yeah, there's a lot of, I'm not going into every single thing here because there's no real point. But these are all the, obviously these are all the accessories that came with it. And I'll just start my journey now with, you know, from when I pledged to now. And it was definitely not a smooth journey. I first saw the campaign, I think it was like the first day or two, around October 30th. And I knew that my guy friends wanted to go back to, oh, let's stuck with it now. My guy friends wanted to go back to Japan this year. Not sure that's going to happen. I'm not going, because I can't lose weight fast enough, so I'm going to be here, but he might not be able to go anyway. Either way, I thought it'd be really cool to have a camera this small. There were a lot of, like, super, I won't say extreme because we're not that, but there were a lot of activities that we wanted to do this time around in Japan that I know I would absolutely love to film, but it would be difficult to juggle that. My phone, also, I don't want to lose that phone because that is my window to the world in terms of like calling, you know, people. I don't have a house phone. So I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a really good idea. Again, I really like this size. It's really easy to hide this thing. Not that you should do anything illicit with it, it's not what I'm telling you, but just, you know, putting it somewhere on your person, it's very lightweight, it's very inconspicuous. Like if you're snowboarding or if you're doing something, you know, mountain biking or hiking or anything like that. We were gonna go, one of my friends wanted to snorkel in, Okinawa, and like down and, you know, say hi to the fish. And I think I could have actually done that with us. You can take this underwater to a certain distance. So I was really excited because I would have a very small camera that holds a lot of information, a lot of material that I've shot, and it's really lightweight. It's, you know, sounded fairly sturdy. It sounded like a really great product, so I went ahead and backed it. I backed it for $109, and that was the early bird price. And let's see, fast forward to I don't know, maybe November-ish. I don't have the exact Indiegogo chat in front of me. I'm not going to read that to you. I will link that, and I'm just going to hope that you don't have to be a backer to see it. I don't think you have to see like the campaign itself and like the comments. I'm not sure. I will link it anyway. If you guys can't see it, please tell me. I can't really do much about that, but at the very least, I'll just know you can't. So fast forward to later on, you know, again, they were promising this would be out by December 7th. So just in time for Christmas. So a lot of people got it for Christmas presents. That they were really hoping to give these to someone for Christmas. I've backed like over 40 campaigns on Kickstarter. They all have that timetable where they say, you'll estimate delivery is, you know, May of 2021 or whatever the heck it is. That almost never happens. Ever. Like ever. It just doesn't happen. It's usually not a big deal. And I'm talking about material things. So, you know, just an actual item you order, like the anxiety fox is now sitting on the couch. Or the enamel pins or anything like that. Like the video games I back, that's a completely different story. But a lot of these tangible things, they should have a decent time period where they come out. I'm going to tell you right now, they never meet that deadline ever. I'm usually not that worried because as of right now, like all of the earliest things I've backed in terms of tangible things, I've gotten them all. I have not had issues with any of them. So it's generally not a problem. The issue is if you want this thing by Christmas and they say they're going to deliver it before Christmas, that's kind of a bad life choice because it's not going to come before Christmas, guys. I'm sorry. It's just not. So, but anywho, continuing on, they kept, the campaign kept going. They kept sending the, say, hey, if you back out, you get these freebies, da da da. Like, the selfie stick was a freebie. If you, refer your friends, and you'll get this, action camera that we have, which I did, and I did not get that, by the way. But more and more people, they're getting a ton of backers. And, with update after update, suddenly, at one point they said, hey, we've got this thing in black. And my favorite color is black. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get a black one. And so, fast forward, Black Friday comes around. And this is the first, kind of red flag. Honestly, them giving so many freebies and oh my God, refer your friends. That should have been a red flag, but I guess. So Black Friday comes around and they say, oh, we're going to have a Black Friday deal. And they made the camera, just the basic camera, $99. And we're like, wait, what? Because again, I spent $109. It's only a $10 difference. But we had gotten the supposed early bird. So an early bird should be, or super early bird should be the cheapest it should go. And so a lot of us were saying, hey, is there a way we can you can just pay us a difference, just pay us $10 or whatever. And many people asked for that, including myself. I did send an email, they didn't respond. So a lot of people just didn't get that money back. Some people decided, oh, I'll just buy a second camera and they can refund me later. That was a bad life choice because it's very, very hard to get refunded from these people. So I thankfully, I didn't do that. I only got the one camera. But I was upset like everyone else. I was like, why am I paying an extra $10 for this thing? And then you come up with this Black Friday special. Why, at the very least, why can't you refund us? Those of us who started this, who backed this at the very beginning, we were upset, but at this point, you can't really do anything, and I'll explain why. With a Kickstarter and Indiegogo, once the campaign is done, generally that's it. If you want a refund, you have to go to the creator. With this campaign, they said that we had up till the day it closed to be refunded your money. Unlike most, any Kickstarter I've funded, I pledge ahead of time, but then you'd have until that time the campaign ended to retract your pledge if you didn't want. And I've done that once. Nothing the person did is just I decided no, I didn't really want this as much, and I said so. It had nothing to do with that particular creator. But so I have some. I'm backing a boba shaped Ida bag. Can't wait to show you guys that. That was really expensive. But that's still running. So if I decide, it's too expensive, I don't want to deal with it, I can say no. And as of right now, they haven't taken my money yet. For a Kickstarter, the only time they take your money is after the campaign ends. If it is funded, if it's fully funded at least, then they will take your money. With this campaign, they did flexible funding. And so that meant that once you backed it, you paid immediately. So that's why a lot of people were upset about their money, losing that money, because we have already paid for this thing. And this just felt really squirrely to me. I was like, I'm not liking this. They're not answering me. I think I just might back out of this thing. And lo and behold, they decided to remove that option, which, what? That's squirrely as heck. It really is. A lot of people, including myself, were upset about that. And their justification was, a lot of people were upset that these cameras weren't coming for Christmas. So they wanted to ship them as soon as possible. They wanted to make sure that everyone got their cameras. So they moved up the shipping date. Therefore, they had to cut off the refund date. So that was their justification for that, which made me really mad. Me personally, I'm not buying it for Christmas, so I don't care. I just want my money back. Fast forward, the campaign closes. And again, a lot of us got the black ones, and other people got the white ones. The white ones were shipped first. There was a huge delay on the black ones. Again, I got this maybe late January, and people with white ones got theirs maybe a week or two after the campaign ended. So that wasn't ideal at all for a lot of people, but a lot of people started getting really upset because looking at the campaign, people are putting comments and they're not too happy. So once they started shipping out the black ones to international people first, which made more people mad. Which I was like, wait, what? Wouldn't it be cheaper and faster to ship it here first? Aren't you located here? Then it really started getting squirrely. People who were receiving the black ones were reporting a host of issues. The first major thing is the fill light. There should be a light here around the lens. The white ones all have that, and it just gives you light when you're filming. And I'll show you, again, I filmed in my house, just walking around my house, before the thing died, that things are really dark when you're filming. So that light would have been really, really nice, but for whatever reason, the black ones don't have that. They don't have the light at all. And how did I find that out? From someone else in the comments. Akaso didn't say anything. There were many, many complaints about a variety of things in the comments. Every time they update, it's like they pretended the comments didn't exist. Back to the Black Friday deal, I said, since you're not going to refund us, can I at least have this, the extra accessories and the t-shirt and everything? There was this another tier higher than me that was $10 more and included all of this and a t-shirt. And so I was like, can I just have that? And they said, yeah, sure, you can have that. I also reminded them about the camera, the other camera I was supposed to have. It was not this, is a completely different Akaso brand camera, action cam. And they didn't say anything about that. I get all of this. I mean, people were saying that they also got all of these extra accessories, and they were saying, okay, these don't fit our camera at all. So why the heck did you send us all of this? There were a lot of issues with the Wi-Fi. You need to connect your phone or the camera to your phone, which I can't do that because I'm filming with my camera. Oh, I'm filming with my phone, so I can't show you their app. Their app is pretty buggy. It's really difficult to connect to Wi-Fi. It connected like maybe 20% of the time. If it doesn't connect, you can't use the camera. The few times it did, it did some weird things. Like it kept forgetting this camera. I just told you about this camera. Why can't you remember the camera? It's one camera. They're constantly forgetting about this camera, so I have to keep finding it and keep entering in the camera ID. My God, this thing has so many issues. Something else that they didn't tell us. They said that only Samsung brand micro SDs would work in this thing. That is nowhere in the description. That is nowhere in the updates. I'll tell you where that is. It's on the Amazon page. While a bunch of us were waiting for our cameras, the white one, pops up on Amazon for $99. So a bunch of us are still waiting to get ours, and yet this is already available on Amazon for general lay people. And they have 2-day shipping, and they have Amazon protection. We don't. We have to essentially beg to get our money back. So it not a good look at all. I've dealt with another company that's done this, and I still have 2 things to unbox for them, and so that'll be a different video. But so that's also, again, that made us really angry. But I'm trying to work with this thing. I just walk around my house when I get it. I finally got the stupid Wi-Fi to work. And everything was dark. You can barely tell what's going on. I tried putting all the lighting on in most of my house, but it's still pretty dark. With the Samsung micro SD, I don't have one. I had a P and Y, and I didn't know that wouldn't work. I put that in there. The camera wouldn't even start. It wouldn't even record. I was like, what the heck? And then I go on and I was like, oh, okay. Thank you for telling me I need a specific memory card for this thing. They were selling a memory card along with this. You could pick that as an add-on, and some people did from the sound of the comments. And it sounds like a lot of people didn't get that card. Like it never showed up. So can't use what I don't have. But the few times this did work again, I walked around my house. I have a couple more videos of me just driving. I use it as a dash cam. I wanted something that has a lot of movement, like a lot of rapid movement. I'm not that. So I was going to stick it to my parents' dog and just have him wander around their backyard before it died. But one night I decided to go to Popeyes when I needed dinner. And so I used the dash cam. So I attached this to that. And it took like 10 minutes to boot the thing up, but I finally got it to move. I finally got to work. And it was at nighttime, unfortunately. And that will be a video you see. But I'm just driving around. It doesn't look too bad. Like you could, when the thing's recording, you can see it via your phone, via the app. So the picture and video don't look bad. It looks pretty decent. At one point, I get to Popeyes, and Popeyes takes forever. So I just shut the camera off. I just let it. I just told it to stop recording. I didn't shut it off. I told it to stop recording. That was all. So because I'm sitting in line, and I was in line for 20 minutes because it's Popeyes. But after I get there, I said, okay, I'll record my way back. I pressed record, and it just spun, like, waiting, like how your computer does. And it just did that forever. It didn't do anything past that. It just froze. It absolutely froze. It did that, I think, another time. I might have recorded during the day. I can't remember. I'll show you the other video. Again, the it looks okay. There's a built-in mic in this thing. It's not the best. It really isn't the best. You can hear, and I mean, I'm in my car by myself, so you're not going to hear me talk. You should hear music, because I usually play music wherever I go. So you will hear that in the background. It would record, and then I would tell it to stop, and then I would tell it to start, and it would just freeze. And when this freezes, that's it. You can't do anything else. I tried pressing this button, I tried pressing this button, I tried pressing both at once. That I told you there is like a reset pin thing that you can stick in there. I tried that. Nothing. It doesn't respond at all. It's just the orange light and the blue light are just on forever. So at that point, all you can do is wait for it to just naturally die. Wait for the battery to die, and then charge it back up again. And I think it was maybe a couple weeks ago where I was going to try and record again, just get more examples. It didn't respond at all. I was like, okay, maybe the battery died on its own. I know the battery was charged when I used it last, but okay, I'll put it on there for a few hours, and it should charge in like 2. So I give it 4 hours later, I come back to this thing, it doesn't respond at all. To this day, it hasn't responded. So it is completely dead. There's nothing else I can do with it. Before that happened, I was able to call Akaso. Thankfully, someone, I wish I might mention them in like the description, the whoever it was, but there was a backer who actually found their phone number and called them and put it in the comments with their phone number. Because email's not working. They clearly don't like responding to email. So I called them, and I will say it took like a minute, 2 minutes maybe for someone to answer. I was like, wow, okay. The woman who answered was really nice. I explained to her what was going on, and at the time, this hadn't died completely. It was just kind of freezing in and out. And she explained to her what was going on. She's like, oh, so sure, I understand. What would you like to do? And I was like, well, I mean, there are a few people that are saying the white one's working a bit better, so I might want to try and exchange it. And she's like, okay, yeah, you can do that. I sent an email to somebody, whoever, and they should contact you by email. And 2 weeks passed, and I heard nothing. It was into February, because I got this thing in late January. I hear nothing, and so I had to call them back, and I explained what's going on. I think it was the same woman. She's like, yeah, I remember talking to you, so I'm not sure what happened there. But I could send them another message, and I said, okay, just so you know, last time I said I'll go ahead and do a replacement. I just want to send this thing back now. This thing has now died. When I called her the second time, this thing had died. And again, it's still dead. I'm pressing and holding the button now. I'm pressing the buttons, nothing. And the battery should not be dead, so. She said, no, that's fine. I think they were on like Lunar New Year or something, so they were off for a couple weeks, but they should respond to you within 24 hours. I said, cool. 4 days go by, they do respond to me finally. So they said that, yeah, you can, all you have to do, when they responded to me, they said, okay, this is how you use all the accessories we sent you. And I was like, that's not what I asked. I asked for a refund. What are you doing? So I just sent them a message saying, no, I called your customer service at, whatever day it was, and I asked for a refund. They're like, oh, okay. We'll send you some stuff, and you just pay to send it back. I was like, oh, well. When I first called the support office, I specifically asked this question: do I have to pay to ship this back because it is a defective product? It's not like I got the wrong size, or I decided I don't want it, or whatever it may be. This is a defective product. I shouldn't have to pay to ship back a defective product. And the customer service rep said, no, they should give you a prepaid label, and you should be good to go. So fast forward to now, or then again. And They said, oh no, you might have to pay for shipping. No, this isn't happening. I'm not paying for shipping. And so fast forward to today, where I called them again, and she said that another customer service person, she said that she would send a prepaid shipping label for me via email. I still have yet to get it as of the taping of this video. But I'm gonna give it a couple of days because sometimes email is wonky. And like I've had my boss send me emails, and what should come in 2 seconds comes in 2 hours. So, you know, it really depends. I've been trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it has just been a mess. This has been a humongous mess. I really do regret this purchase. I really wish it worked though. Because again, the size, the supposed capabilities, there are so many positives that this thing was touting. I really wish it worked. I'm not trying to just bash this for no reason because I sincerely wish this worked. As of right now, you know, this is why I'm making this taping now because now I have to ship all this back. But I wanted to make a unboxing and review of this just to let you guys know my experience. There are a lot of people with my experience, but you can go on the Amazon and it's got, I think, 4.5 out of 5 stars. So some people got a good one that actually works. Some people might be bots. Some people might have been paid. So you never know. I didn't run a fake spot on those reviews. But there are quite a few people in the Indiegogo comments that are not at all happy with this. It's been bad all the way around. You know, and again, this group makes other action cameras and other things, and I don't know, because I don't have any of those. I think I had one of their action cameras at one point. I didn't care for the quality too much, but I got it through Amazon, so I just, I just ship it back. I think I did better. I'll just use my phone. So, that one purchase didn't sour me, but this certainly has. I really can't see myself trusting this company again, to be perfectly honest. And it's not very often that I make negative reviews. I know I think the only other one I did was with Buzzies. But I just wanted to let you guys know my honest thoughts. Obviously, this was not paid. I'm still trying to get my money back. So this is not a paid advertisement or anything like that. I don't know. There are definitely YouTube videos that are reviewing this thing. Some might be paid, some might not be. I don't know. I think they should say on the video if they are. But from my personal experience, I cannot at all recommend this thing. I don't know if the white one is, God tier and works amazingly, and the black one just works like poop. Or if it is just this device that is just not living up to what it should be. But that is all I really have on this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for listening to me rant. It wasn't supposed to be that, but negative reviews tend to be rants, so I'm sorry about that. Let me know what you guys think about this. Was this a good idea? Should I have not been stupid and not spent my money? Yeah, I told this story to my friends and yeah, crowdfunding electronics can be really risky. and that's usually true. I know I unboxed that bracelet charging cable, and that's worked fine. There is one other thing I have backed that is electronic and goes in your car. I have not heard from that in 8 or 9 months at this point. I know they had an update last year, but I've not heard anything since. So who knows what's going to happen with that one? But yeah, going back to this, I can't recommend this, guys. I'm sorry, I just can't. And if I did something wrong, if it sounds like I did something really stupid or something I should have known about but didn't, feel free to yell at me in the comments. That's what they're for. But for now, I'm going to pack all this up because the smell is starting to make me nauseous. The smell of these are starting to make me nauseous. Again, let me know what you guys think. If you did get this thing, let me know your experience with it. Please let me know. If you did a video review, please link that to me and leave that in my comments so I can watch it, and for the 7 people that watch my videos, they can watch it too and see another perspective. But that's all for today. You guys know the drill. If you like what I do, like, subscribe, hit the bell. This is my second non-Fursona pins video in a row. So in the next 2 weeks we'll go back to Fursona pins. I think October is what we're on. But until then, please stay safe, everybody. Continue to wash your hands and wear a mask. Please be kind to each other, and I will talk to you next time. So until then, thank you very much. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.